Leif, what's the difference between teams and teams for education?
That's a great question, Frank. So Teams for Education is a special version of Teams, which is basically tailored for educators. Teams for Education, of course. And it really allows us to do kind of this collaborative classroom, building on the Teams platform, but also have the ability for teachers to focus the educators in their environment. So you see in this view right here, what normal teams will be all teams, but right now a class team that actually have all the functionality for the student as well. And in addition, we add additional applications in Teams Education for like a class notebook or assignments and grades and so forth. Basically, it's a very much specialized environment for educators. And actually, a lot of features right now that's in Teams right now come from education. Typical example will be the breakout room we just launched in Teams. So it will be like a very much needed functionality in Teams for Education. One of the features we have in education is the assignment feature. So assignment is kind of the core of some of the workflow that the students do, right? As a teacher, I will assign a work to the students, distribute it, and the student will work on those things and grade it afterwards. It's kind of a key functionality that we're looking for in an assignment. So let me just show that first before that will help us understand more what the functionality for apps and assignment is as well offers. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So let me just go to my Teams right here. Actually, this team. So I'm now logged as a teacher, the teacher right here. And as you see in Teams right now, I can see my different classes that I have. So one of the classes I do is language arts, and language arts now has kind of the focus for students. So students focus only on LA. And of course, now with a different application like class notebook and grades and so forward. So in this case, as a teacher, I will create now a new assignment for my class to talk about outsiders, a novel people use often here in the US. So let's go to assignment and create my new assignment. And we'll call this study guide.
Not Hello World?
Right. But, you know, that's how we do it right there. I'd say there's spelling better. So I can add instruction for this to the students, and I can add now documentation as well. So in this case, I'm going to add a Word document, which is stored on my OneDrive side. So I'm going to my teacher, and my LA content. I already have a study guide for my student teacher. And now I can actually choose to distribute it to all the students. So using this right now, I actually then choose to make this their own copy for each student. So what that means is that when I distribute this to the students, every single student will get an own copy to edit as well. So it's kind of new functionality for us. Assign those things, and then that's what I do. That's kind of how assignment works today. And if I go in my student experience right now, I will get an alert about new assignment from my teacher, hopefully today. And then you see right there, and I can now go into my study guide for it, view assignment, and now I can see the Word document that the student do and work on that directly into Teams. So that's kind of the way we're thinking about doing the work. And once I'm done, I can now just submit this into my teacher as well, celebrate that. So that's the functionality in assignments today. Now, we support already today the functionality around the Word, OneNote class notebook, Excel, Word and PowerPoint, those things. But the cool thing for us is we want to have more interactive application, just like Leanne talked before. And now become the apps and assignment functionality. So right now, we are launching this application, this functionality in the next month. For our partners, which is awesome to see. With a lot of partners already working on this functionality we're launching, which is cool to see as well. So let's just do a quick demo how that works in our world. So let's go into my teacher again, and I'm going to create an app. So let's say I want to have a application that talk more about presentation skills or run-on sentences. So let's do this Nearpod stuff here. This is an application that are working for us already. And our application right now will list all the tab applications. So tab application is a tab application in Teams. We work on tabs, channels, and share a stage. And now I can use my assignment as well. So an example here is Nearpod. I'm logging into Nearpod as my user, and I will have all the lessons that are already created in Nearpod. And I have already created a lesson for myself, so I can change my run-on sentences thing, make a student space, add it to my assignment, and now I can assign that application to the student to use as well. So if I want to use this assignment as a teacher right now, I click on this view, open up Nearpod application within assignment context, and log in. Okay, I'm a lesson. And now this is a video lesson that had additional kind of functionality for doing quizzes and so forth, basically, because it's all kind of rich content that we have these applications doing. So all those applications are now able to have any assignment in the workflow for the student as well. Cool. So if I go back to our thing right now, so we are just launching it right now, and as Leanne said, we have set up things to do for you if you want to start things. That's all linked in the show notes below. But in addition to the work that Leanne talked about around the MPN account and EDU partner sign up, we also add the requirements for doing this work, as well as a sample app to use for GitHub that you can download and try and build your own applications for assignment as well.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so excited about seeing people doing those things. Again, we're launching this in, I say, end of this month for our people in education as well. So,
well, looking forward to it. But you know what we will do right now? It's going to the chat and see the question they have for us.
Awesome.